All right, who spilled the beans? This is going to be one of the shortest videos ever because frankly there just isn't much to see. It's one of those where you spend most of your time sitting around waiting for something to happen. Boston baked beans. Now growing up here in the Northwest, I'd never heard of Boston baked beans. We had something called pork and beans from Van Camp's, came in a can, and it was a summertime thing. It was kind of like that macaroni salad I did a couple of videos ago. If you're having pork and beans, you knew there were hot dogs with it. It was a summertime outdoor barbecue food. Now for this, I'm going to use a Dutch oven. You can do this at a slow cooker, but you know, hey, they are baked beans, and most cookware isn't designed to spend 2 or 3 hours in your oven. So if you want to do it in the oven, you really need cast iron. So a Dutch oven is the thing to have. If you don't have one, go ahead and use the slow cooker. Step 1, the beans. Navy beans, white beans, they've probably got a real name too. I don't happen to know what it is. They come in a 16-ounce package, which is perfect for this. Step 1 is to go through them. Somewhere along the line, somebody told me that beans sometimes had rocks and sticks and other inedibles in them, and so I do this out of force of habit. Honestly, I haven't found a stone in one in probably 20 years, so I don't know if you really need to do that, but I would rather spend a little time on it than end up breaking a tooth. As you know, I've already got a broken tooth. That's getting fixed here in a couple of weeks, by the way. So, into a pot with enough water to cover, and you want to let them sit overnight anyway. Now they'll soak up some of the water, so you probably need to come back and add a little more water later on. Overnight, I kind of forgot I was doing this, and they spent 24 hours waiting for me. So once they've soaked, I dump them into a colander to, dump the water off. I give them a good rinse under the sprayer, and then into the Dutch oven. Now, what else do we need in there? Well, we need an onion. Now, I use about half of a large white onion, and this can be chopped up coarse. The way I do it, it comes out with good-sized chunks of onion as part of the deal. Next, we need about 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. And then we need about 1/2 a cup of molasses. Now molasses is what's going to give this that really great golden color at the end. Finally, the last thing that goes in, some kind of meat. You can use salt pork, you can use bacon. I happen to have a ham hock on hand, so I just toss the ham hock in there. And now the whole party goes into the oven. I initially set the oven at 300 degrees for about an hour, then I drop it down to 200 or 225, whatever the low on your oven is. And after a second hour, then I go in and take a look at it and see how it's doing. It takes quite a while to soften the beans up. Now, if they're just still have a lot of texture, you probably want to go another 30 minutes, because if they still have a lot of texture, there's going to be some in there that are still rock hard. So you want to give it enough time that everybody softens up. And then the final product, which looks really, really good beside a couple of hot dogs. Well, there you go, baked beans, summertime food, wonderful food. It's good hot, it's good cold, perfect with hot dogs. It's easy, it's cheap, give it a try. So there you go, baked beans. If you liked it, hey, like, subscribe, share. I'm never gonna get rich and famous on YouTube without your help. Come on, pony up, share it, let other people see it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Peace.